Rex had lived with the Harris family for 4 years. He knew every sound in that house, every shadow, every person who belonged there. And when a clumsy little puppy named Biscuit arrived, Rex wanted nothing to do with him. For months, he turned his back, walked away, refused. But the morning a crawling baby reached the edge of a stone well in the backyard, nobody was watching. Nobody except Biscuit. And Rex had been preparing him for exactly this moment, without anyone knowing it. Rex had been with the Harris family for 4 years before anyone even mentioned a baby. He knew every creak in the floorboards, every shadow the oak tree cast through the living room window at dusk. He knew the sound of Sarah's keys in the lock and the particular way Marcus cleared his throat when he was tired. Rex didn't just live with them, he was them. So when Sarah came home one Tuesday afternoon, set down her bag and said, "We're getting a puppy," Marcus looked at Rex. Rex looked at Marcus, and for a long moment, nobody moved. The puppy arrived on a Friday. 8 weeks old, a bundle of paws and chaos named Biscuit, a name Lily, not yet born, but already the invisible center of every decision in the house, would one day shriek with delight. Biscuit tumbled through the front door like he owned it. Rex did not agree. The 95-pound shepherd retreated to his bed in the corner, turned his back, and refused to acknowledge the small creature bouncing across his floor. For the first 3 days, Rex ate his meals facing the wall. He would not share the rug, he would not share the couch. When Biscuit waddled toward him with his ridiculous floppy ears and the absolute confidence of someone who had never once been told no, Rex stood up and walked away. "He'll come around," Sarah said, though she didn't sound entirely sure. Stories like this one are exactly why we keep sharing them. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. There's more where this came from. He didn't come around. Not in a week, not in 2. Biscuit grew from a tumbling mess into a lean, sharp-eyed adolescent, all legs and energy. He learned to sit, he learned to fetch, he learned, painfully, not to steal food off the counter, though he kept trying. And slowly, without anyone quite noticing when it started, Rex began watching him. Not warmly, more like a professor watching a student who keeps getting the wrong answer but won't stop trying. Then Lily arrived. She came home on a gray November morning, small and red-faced, wrapped in a yellow blanket that Marcus had picked out himself. Rex was waiting at the door when they came in. He didn't bark, he didn't jump. He simply lowered his head and sniffed, once, carefully, and then stepped back and sat down beside Sarah's feet. Biscuit, of course, went absolutely insane with joy. He spun in 3 circles, he grabbed his favorite squeaky toy and presented it to the baby carrier. He whimpered, he sat, he stood, he sat again. It was, without question, the least dignified performance in the history of the household, and it was also the exact moment that something shifted in Rex, because Rex had never, in 4 years, seen Biscuit like that. He had seen the puppy be reckless, impatient, ridiculous. He had not seen him be tender. That night, Sarah laid Lily down in the bassinet in the nursery and went to get a glass of water. When she came back, Rex was sitting at the nursery door. Not inside, just at the threshold, like he was keeping watch over a border he had decided, quietly, was his to protect. Biscuit was curled up on the floor beside the bassinet. Neither dog looked at each other. Both were watching Lily breathe. I see you still haven't subscribed. Honestly, that breaks my heart a little. Hit the button. You won't regret it. The weeks passed. Lily grew, and so did something between the 2 dogs that nobody could quite name. Rex began sleeping across the doorway every night, something he had never done before. Biscuit took the post beside the crib. When one of them needed to eat or go outside, the other stayed. It wasn't trained behavior. Nobody had asked for this. It had simply arrived, like a kind of agreement they had reached when the humans weren't listening. Spring came early that year, and with it, the backyard. Sarah had started a small garden along the back fence, raised beds full of herbs, a row of tomatoes, and the slow, satisfying chaos of keeping something alive. She would bring Lily outside in the mornings, lay her on a blanket near the beds, and work. Rex sat in the shade. Biscuit patrolled the perimeter like a low-budget security system, investigating every bird, every rustle, every threat posed by falling leaves. The day it happened was a Tuesday, the kind of Tuesday that doesn't announce itself. Lily had learned to crawl the week before, sudden and determined, like someone had flipped a switch. Sarah was on her knees, pulling weeds from the tomato bed, her back turned, when she heard Biscuit bark. Not his usual bark, not the one for squirrels or the mail carrier or the indignity of an empty water bowl. This was different. She turned. Lily had crawled to the far end of the blanket, past the edge of the grass, toward the low stone well at the corner of the yard, a decorative piece Marcus had built 2 summers ago, 18 inches deep, half filled with rainwater. She had gotten both hands on the rim and was pulling herself up. Biscuit was already moving. He closed the distance in seconds and did the only thing he knew how to do. He pressed his entire body gently against Lily's side, nudging her back from the edge. Not roughly, not in panic, carefully, the way you'd steady something fragile. Lily sat down hard in the grass and looked at him with enormous eyes. Sarah was there in an instant, hands shaking, heart loud in her chest. She scooped Lily up and held her and looked at Biscuit, who was now sitting beside the well, tail wagging uncertainly like he wasn't sure he'd done the right thing. Rex had not moved from the shade, but he was watching. He had been watching the whole time. Later that evening, for the first time since Biscuit had arrived in this house as a chaotic 8-week-old nightmare, Rex crossed the room and lay down beside him. No fanfare, no acknowledgement, just a slow, deliberate settling of that big gray body next to the younger dogs, 2 guards at the end of a long shift. Some connections don't need to begin well to end beautifully. These 2 took their time and arrived exactly when it mattered most. If you're thinking about bringing a second dog into your home, trust the process, trust the wait, because sometimes the dog who refuses to accept a new companion isn't being stubborn, he's just taking his time deciding whether that companion is worthy of what he's protecting. Biscuit, it turned out, was. Was it instinct that saved Lily that morning? Or had Rex already taught Biscuit everything he needed to know? Tell me in the comments.